Hi, Prashanth here, and I'm going to teach you entirely about Google Ads from the beginning to an expert level. All you have to do is just subscribe to my channel and watch the entire playlist. The playlist will have close to 40-50 videos, and I would recommend you to watch these entire videos in sequence. And I bet by the time you complete these videos, you'll be become somebody who's an expert at using Google Ads, right? So a lot of people ask me, why should I be doing Google Ads? So let's jump right in to understand as to what Google Ads is really about. You always have a question as to why should I be doing Google Ads? A lot of people ask me this question, but before even we get to find an answer to that question, let's understand what Google does basically. See, Google is basically a search engine, right? So I would rather call it a website. Even before you call it a search engine, let's understand it's a website. It's a website that people go to find answers to their questions. For example, if I am in Hyderabad and I'm looking for plumbers in Hyderabad, so I generally go to google.com and type in plumbers in Hyderabad. That means people who have an intent to find information for something they're really interested in, they come to google.com. So Google gives us that platform where if we advertise, we can reach those people who are already looking for us. See, advertising happens in two ways. One, we go and find a customer. Second is customer looks for us, right? Customer coming and looking for us is more important or more intent based or more powerful than we going and chasing them. If I chase him, maybe he's interested, maybe he's not interested. But when people search for me, they are interested, they are looking for me. So the chances are that I can get more business when people are looking for me. So now where do people look for me? For example, if I say I'm giving digital marketing training. So a lot of people go to google.com and search for digital marketing training in Hyderabad. Why do they go to google.com and search? Because they're interested, right? So when people come to google.com and express their interest, I have an opportunity to show them my ads and make them my customers, right? So for that, you have to be on Google. So Google gives you a platform where you connect to customers who are already looking for you, right? That is exactly why you have to be on Google. But a lot of people ask me, Prashanth, why should I be doing Google Ads when I know my website is already appearing in free listings? Example, let's come. Imagine if I want to search something like carpenters. Imagine I type in carpenters in Hyderabad. Now remember, people don't search for time pass carpenters in Hyderabad. They search only when they have a proper need. Think how many times you search just because you're not doing anything or you had no other work, you typed in carpenters in Hyderabad or plumbers in Hyderabad. No, you don't do that. You do that only when you have a need. So now I have a need which is carpenters in Hyderabad. Now when I have a need carpenter in Hyderabad, I will not search in plumbers in Hyderabad because that is not my intent is. My intent is carpenter in Hyderabad and I type in carpenter in Hyderabad. So when I type carpenter in Hyderabad, you see the results here. So Google actually has results classified like this. There are paid listings that will appear at the top. To get your website listed in these places, you have to pay Google certain amount. And to do that, we have to use a platform of Google called Google Ads. It was formerly called as Google AdWords, but now Google calls it Google Ads, right? Remember. So it is Google Ads. And how do you do that? You go and promote your website by creating an account called Google Ads. So if you type in Google Ads here, you'll have the first link. All you have to do is create an account and start promoting your website. Right now, even though you don't have a website, you can still promote your business on Google. For that, we have another method. I will show that in my next video, but this video is particularly about why should I be doing Google Ads, right? So when people search for this, he is already interested. A person who is interested, who is in need, search carpenters in Hyderabad. He has a need, not that I have a need, he is looking for me. So if he is looking for me, I just have to show up and he will call me, he will contact me and he will give me his business provided I convince him, right? But to appear on google.com, it is not going to happen just like that. There are two ways that you have to do, or two ways in which you can appear on Google. First is paid. You have to pay Google certain amount and that's when Google will give you a position in these paid listings, which is at the top. We call it paid listings, which is at the top. And again, there are certain other listings which we don't call them ads, we call them organic listings. You see this? These, how do you differentiate? You have ad here, ad. So Google displays ads at the top and Google also displays ads at the bottom, right? You see ads at the bottom, right? You can change the settings. Ideally, the websites that appear in the middle part, we call them organic listings. We call them organic listings or free listings because if a person clicks on these websites, for example, if I go click on Urban Clap did not make a payment or did not pay anything to Google, or Google will not charge them because the user who clicked on their website, they clicked on their website in free listings. They're called free because the user anyways doesn't have to pay, and Urban Clap also don't have to pay because their website was displayed in free listings. But if I go and click on home lane here, right? Google will charge this particular guy home lane because the user clicked on the ad. And where does home lane created these ads? In a platform called Google Ads, right? So when you search on Google, there are two types of listings that you would find. First is the paid listings that appear at the top and bottom, and you have free listings that appear in the middle section. So first you have top ads, and then you have bottom ads. In the middle you have free listings. If a user clicks on a website in the free listings websites don't pay anything to Google. But if a user clicks on the ad that appear at the top, even if I click, he doesn't even have to contact or give him a business. If a user clicks on the ad, the advertiser pays. Who is an advertiser? The person who is doing Google ads, or is paying Google certain amount to display his ads in the top section. And Google ads appear at the top and bottom. In the top, Google serves a maximum of 4 ads, and in the bottom, Google serves a maximum of 7 ads. So on the whole, Google will never serve more than 7 ads. And remember that the small policy here, you'll have 7 ads. 7 ads is not mandatory. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 7, it can be 0 ads as well. There are certain times wherein you don't find any ad. It's okay. But maximum is 7. But in these 7 ads, you don't find 2 ads from same website. That means you don't find homelane.com here and homelane.com here. There's only one homelane.com. That means Google only serves 1 ad from one website. And the middle part, we call it free listings. And free listings, generally, they're displayed, the maximum number is 10. You can again change them to 100, whatever. Right now I have 50, right? I can change them. That's a setting. That's a Google setting. But I can generally by default, they serve only 10 listings. You can again change them. So if a user happens to click on these free listings, the website doesn't have to pay anything to Google, right? And these are called local listings. To get your website like this, or to get your business appear like this, you have to do something called Google My Business. I will create a separate video in my next lectures where you know how to get your business appear in this section. Again, these are also free. You don't have to pay anything to Google. Only if your website appears in the paid section, which is the top and bottom, you have to pay only when you get a click. Only when you get a click. If a user sees your ad but he doesn't click on the ad, you don't pay to Google. And how do you do that? By using a platform called Google Ads. I will talk about that in my future videos, right? So these are free listings. Free listings also has local listings, and they're paid listings at the top and bottom. Right? Now, some people ask me this question, Prashanth, when my website is already appearing in the first position, why should I do Google Ads? You see this here. Urban Clap is first in the free listings, but they're also doing Google Ads. That means when you search on Google, Urban Clap also has an ad that if a user clicks on this ad, Urban Clap pays to Google. And you see when you come down in the free listings, Urban Clap is also in first position. So what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people ask me, when my website is already in first position in the free listings, what is the need for me to do Google Ads? Remember, get this right. Remember, you are in the first position in free listings. But free listings comes after paid listings. So there are always 4 ads at the top and then the free listings. This is a decoy. You think you're in first position, but you're not. You're actually in the 5th position. And all these people are given a chance to display their ads and convince a user to click. That means you're in first position in the free listings, but actually on Google, you're occupying the 5th position. That means somebody has an opportunity to even grab them even before they come to your place. That means the first position in the free listing, which is actually 5th. Right? I have certain, I'll just show you this so you'll have a better idea. Now, why it is important to be on google.com? Remember, 3.6 billion searches happen on every day, on Google every day. That means people who have an intent, they are looking for us, they are in need, they search. So you have an opportunity to present your business before people who are already looking for you. And how many people? 3.6 billion. And this was from 2014, right? So after 5 years, I think it is beyond that. So people who have a need, who want to find something, they come to Google. So if you have a business, it is good to appear to people who are already looking for you, then you chase them. That is why you have to be on Google. Right? So when you come down here, you see this. Paid plus organic drives more traffic. If you're already in the organic position, organic listing in the first position, you'll get traffic. I'm not saying people don't come to you. People will come, click on your website and come. You don't have to pay to anybody. Google will not charge you. But what happens is when you have free listings, and you also do paid listings, which is Google Ads, you will get incremental traffic. Remember, you will get incremental traffic. So organic search is 42, but when you do paid search, 53. So together when you put them, you get 95%. So it's important that you do paid and organic. If you're already occupying the first position, or if you're already occupying a position in the free listings, it is important that you do paid listings as well, because you don't want your user to leave you and go to someone else. Right? So incremental traffic is one reason that you have for Google Ads, or to do Google Ads, even though you're appearing in free listings. You see, 40% brand favorability, 70% more likely to purchase, because people see you twice. They see you here, they think, okay, this guy's big. Oh, this guy's big. No, wherever I go, I just see this guy. Maybe this guy is the one that I should be looking at, right? Right? And again, right? So I'm not talking about Google Ads. I'm talking about why it is important to be on Google and how you can do that. See, Google is basically in the connection business. What Google does is connect consumers to all the information you care about. See, I went to google.com because I wanted information about carpenters. So I came to google.com, and Google's job is to connect me to information. So I'm looking for carpenters in Hyderabad, and Google gave me the information. I'm happy because I got information. So connecting me to the information that I care about, right? Second part is connecting marketers to the customers they care about. That means connecting these people. These are marketers. So these are interested in me. So Google is connecting me to the information that I care about. And on the other side, Google is connecting the marketer, which is Homelane, to me. Homelane wants to be connected to me. I want to be connected to Google or my information, and both of them happens on Google. That is why it is important to be on Google. Guys, remember, you have to do Google Ads if you want to get immediate sales, because people who are already looking for you, people who are already interested in your service, they search on Google. So it is important. And there are two ways you can do that to appear on Google. First is by doing Google Ads, by paying money to Google for every click. And second is organic listings. But to get to organic listings, you have to do something called SEO, search engine optimization. What is SEO? I will teach you in the later part. But these videos, this channel is particularly for Google Ads, and I'm going to restrict myself to Google Ads, right? And stay connected to my videos and watch my other videos in my playlist. Subscribe to my channel. I bet by the time you watch all these videos, you become a master at using Google Ads. This is what I can promise you. So still you want to learn more, you go to an institute or any other place to learn from this stuff. Begin from this. Don't just go learn campaign level settings, because that is not what you're supposed to do. You learn these things. You go to an institute to work in a real-time environment. You go to a bootcamp to learn everything in a real-time environment. That is why you go to. You don't go to institutes to learn this stuff. That is why I'm prepared to give you this information in real time on YouTube free of cost. So you can learn and become a master yourself. Thank you so much. I will stay connected with you. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the other side with another video. Thank you.